Hello, people. Hello. Morning, Mr. Refugee. What's up, Osborne? An exciting day. Actually, not really. I had a horrible night's sleep. What can I say? I've been up since 5 a.m. because my fucking pellet stove broke and my entire house is like mildly smoky. Just enough to like not set off my smoke alarms, but enough to suffocate me. Enough to wake me up. What's up, Silver King? FTG brother, how are you? What's up, Hajime? What's up, Silver King? My stove tried to kill me. Launch box with the 10 tier 1s. Thank you very much, Launch. I kind of want to play the Dark Tide update again. Play that later, probably, though. For now. Wake me up before you go. Okay. So we have a new patch today. I put out a hotfix video. Showed some of the new perk changes. Camo Cloak is the biggest buff this patch. This is probably the last patch we get. I mean, Space Marine 2 is already kind of dropped off after this patch a bit, but we have a new patch fairly soon in like late April to May. Do you need cryopods for sleep? Of course. You don't? Here. What's up, FCG? What is up, brother? We're having a hell of a time. Vanguard perk buffs for mid, because the issue is the Vanguard perk here, Retribution, doesn't do shit. It's the way the damage is calculated. Like, this one is taking your standard, or was, I haven't tested it this time, like, full disclosure, but previously, 4-4 was the one who brought this up to me, that standard issue, like, the standard issue weapon is the one that's increasing the damage up, so it's taking the base damage of your standard issue weapon here with, like, a 5+ strength, or, like, whatever the equivalent of that is to in, like, actual numbers, and then it's just giving a 30% increase to that. Same thing with Melee Champion, which is why these two perks suck ass. But, I mean, I guess if you want, like, full melee, this would be the way to do it, right? It is an option. It is one of the options of all time. It's an option we're going to use today. Full melee, full shit tier perks, guys. That's what I always say. You guys like bad perks in Space Marine 2? I'll say no more. Say no more. I'm nothing if not a connoisseur of shit. Narrative issue true solo absolute win. We already did that months ago, actually. I don't know why we did it, but we did do that. It's honestly a mistake. I love the slander of Vanguard. What's up, Cav? Sniper got cloak cooldown, sure did. Feeling way better now. Could take a heroic instigator here. What's a gun that runs out of ammo all the fucking time? First magazine. Probably not Melta. Probably this one. I mean, I'll just take the secondary Inferno, and then we'll take like the rate of fire version, and then we get one shot out of our cartridge for peak damage. And then we can just cycle it over and over again, right? That's how it works. And that's how we maximize the damage on this class. Peak gaming. With Melee Mastery, of course, because how can we ever forget the peak perk of Melee Mastery that also doesn't work properly? FTG, when will the new patch come out? Well, we just had a patch 12.2 hotfix today, so right now. But actually, I know you're talking about patch 13. Patch 13 comes out like late April, early May, they said. They're going to have an updated roadmap pretty soon. Pretty soon here, chat. Okay, so who needs help with the weekly? Does anybody actually need help with the weekly this time around? You guys like my white scar sniper, by the way? I do. I think it looks better without like the big toupee. It's not toupee, what do they call it? Nice riff, thank you, Silver. The Sons of the Khan. Adepticon is in 7 days, guys. Big reveal show coming. I'll be streaming that too. I might also be streaming Dark Tide again later. I want to make some Ogren builds for that. So busy, dude. Almost happy Space Marine 2 has nothing coming out for it because I want to play Dark Tide a bit. Haven't been able to finish the weekly at all until now. Get in here, pal. Until this very moment, you were unable to finish it. When you enter this code, salvation will arrive. From whoever else joins, it won't be me. Is Sniper still super high skill ceiling? I don't think anything in this game is like super high skill ceiling, but Sniper's definitely like up there. I think Sniper, Assault's probably the highest skill ceiling in the game currently. Assault, Bulwark, and Sniper with their animation canceling, yes. They're still up there. Definitely. Starting now. Alright guys, this code is for Slick Rick. If you're not Slick Rick, Silver King, you can stay because you just came in. I didn't say this before. But if your name's not Slick Rick, you're getting purged. Just not feeling it today, FTG. Thanks for streaming. No problem, Kyle. I'm also not feeling it, dude. I woke up to smoke in my house, which was a frightening experience. I felt like shit all morning. I got 4 hours of sleep. I'll probably be on for a bit, and then I'll get off, and I'll come back on again, because I need to take a fucking nap today. Of all days. Today of all days. New Spider-Man movie trailers got released as Venom in it. If Venom's not in it, I don't give a fuck, dude. No Venom, no Carnage, don't care. I care enough to take a look. I care enough to take a little look-see. Let's see what they've got for us here. Spider-Man trailer. Brand new day, only in cinemas July 31st. You know, I can't help but feel like all these actors blew up so much in the Spider-Man movies that, like, having Zendaya just, like, appears like Mary Jane, like, she's too famous. She's, like, too famous now. So is Tom Holland. It's like, that's not Spider-Man, that's not Peter Parker, dude. It's just Tom Holland. That's like casting Angelina Jolie as Wonder Woman. Like, it's just Angelina Jolie. That's how I feel about it, anyways. Also, Dune Part 3, yeah, I saw that. I am looking forward to that. Though, I will say... Alright, well, hopefully he saw the code for that. Oh, like a Caradone's brother. Very nice, very nice. Very nice drip. Wonderful drip, brother. What class do you think they'll rework after Assault? Hopefully Vanguard. Well, Assault... Alright, we got Slick Rick in the game, boys. We got Slick Rick in here. Ricky Slick. Like a Jimmy Neutron character. Anyways, we'll just take Glory Shield this time. Who will it give the Cursed Relic to? That's the question. I did this solo. Definitely easier that way. Only problem you have Tom Holland Spider-Man's made Tony Stark Jr. Yes. Who's the villain in the Spider-Man movie? I don't understand. I should probably watch this trailer to find that out. Scorpion's the villain, dude. I already watched Scorpion get fucking murdered in Spider-Man 2 on PS4, okay? Or PS5. Give me Kraven, dude. Not the Kraven from Kraven, please. That was a shit movie. Toby fans in shambles as Holland gets the 4th movie Toby never did. Real. The villain looks super. We don't give a single F. Yeah. Well, I mean, a Scorpion's a cool Spider-Man villain. He's just not like the Spider-Man villain, you know? Like, when I think the top tier Spider-Man villains, it's obviously Green Goblin, Venom, even Sandman in a lot of cases. Sandman's one of the oldest ones, but pretty sure Sandman is as old as like the 50s, or like whenever Spider-Man came out, 60s. Yeah, Shocker, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth. A goated series on Fox. Great one. That's a good one. We love that one. What they changed with Sniper. Sniper got a camo cloak buff. It was cooldown. Oh yeah, also Doc Ock. Oh, it is Scorpion. That's dumb.
Ignoble Metrian has defied multiple summons to withdraw from a Mechanicus facility on Avarax, and we do not know why. Captain Akaran has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologist before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary
Wait, Punisher's in
loss
that
of
movie?
data.
I keep forgetting that all these. Whenever I see John Bernthal show up at a fucking Marvel movie, it's like, oh wait, so that's not John Bernthal, that's Punisher. They're all in the same universe. Greatest Spider-Man villain is Mary Jane. Wrong, it's Todd. If you know, you know. Alfred Molina's Doc Ock was perfect. Yeah, Spider-Man 2. Has anyone ever played the cursed Spider-Man 2 video game on PC? Alright, who has the fabled relic? Okay, it's our Vanguard. Or no, it's Silver King with the hack. Oh, he's dead. I'm pretty sure we can pick it up in time, right? There you go.
I think not.
Oh, let me put that in the thing. I played this one solo, so I'm pretty sure you can pick it up in time. So if you don't pick it up once it goes down, let me put that in the pin comment. I made a guide for this. Let me just put that in the pin comment. I didn't play this with other people, so I wasn't entirely sure if it worked that way.
Tunnels towards our position. Rally and relocate, brothers.
So, hold on, let me... You cannot pick up the relic. A Guardian relic. There we go. Okay. How about that? Mr. Maps 8, thank you for the Prime. I played Spider-Man 2 game on PS2 when I was a wee lad. Yeah, okay. Well, there's Spider-Man PS2, and then there's Spider-Man 2 PC, and these are not the same game. And Spider-Man 2 PC might be the worst PC port of all time of any video game I've ever played. It is truly cursed. The best part about that game is that Bruce Campbell's in it. Like, I'm not even kidding. It is a god. Oh my. Ow. That Bruce Campbell's in it, what I was saying. Why is this guy spamming unblockables at me? Ow. Literally at those fucking spore mines. I looked away from my screen for 2 seconds. What's the new thing on the Guardian relic slot? That's the cursed relic. You guys need to either pick it up or he got the relic. Man, this one actually is fucking annoying, isn't it? Those fucking spore mines. Gotta be careful. I hate this opening portion of this map, though. What's the new thing on the Guardian Relic slot? It's the Cursed Relic. It's a weekly this time. It's literally a Cursed weekly. Get it? This one's definitely easier than last week. Maybe more obnoxious, though. But for the guy who asked what they changed on Sniper, they gave him a better cooldown, base cooldown, his ammo cloak. I'm just going over here. The faster we get through this shitty desert portion, the better, because this desert portion sucks in this game. God awful. I just remember if you go down the 10 sim thing, you lost them all. Has that changed? Well, you have to die with them, Raynar. You have to like actually die with them. This weekly's easy. Last week is ass. Yeah, well, you know, every time I've ever called a weekly easy, someone has come in to correct me and they can't complete it. So it really depends on the person, right? I just did this one with bots. It just auto gives you the relic, and you can just play like a bulwark like this and just kind of clear. Last week was probably the worst you've seen. I think last week was the hardest of all of them so far. It was either that one or the Extremis coordinated calls one. There was one they had with like Summoner and Extremis, and like, you know, I'm just gonna top off. I don't care. I'm just gonna be a fat piggy with my 10 glorious stones. Just for info, heroic bull pistol should receive a gun strike damage buff that's doing the same damage as per 4. That's stupid. You probably won't see a HOTFIX buff for that anytime soon. And that one you did not do. Yeah. No thanks for Extremis calling reinforcements back to back. I think that was pretty fun. But you have to have a coordinated team for it, you know? I'm a Veritan, thank you for the Prime.
Ready to advance.
Are we still locked in taking renewal perks of the base camo CD change? You're not locked in, but I still think Camo Cloak is just way better off being had with a renewal perk. I mean, it's just too good to not have, in my opinion. At least one. I don't think you've ever been like properly locked in. It's better now than it was before, but like squad renewal just has a squad renewal and renewal have such a synergy with the class that not having them, I don't know what you give up for them. Like, do you really want efficient readiness over, or like 10% bonus headshot damage over no renewal on both sides? I doubt it. Maybe you do. Maybe you're psycho. Maybe. Where's that guy? How do you even combat 2 neurothropes? You auspex them and blow them up in like one shot. Oh my god, that's so fucking obnoxious. I just got frame trapped into that. Spore mines plus reductions in damage. The greatest combo of all time. I'm sure everyone's gonna be a huge fan of that. Poor little guys getting chopped up one by one. Box of rats with 60% health, lowered parry window, and 6+ sword shooting at you. Worst one ever. That one was pretty funny. Box of rats has had some pretty cursed weeklies, hasn't it? You pug all of your weekly hard strats, more fun. I'll be playing with Mobius again. At some point here. Hayes and I are supposed to do Siege for some trio nightmares as well. Not there's much else to do in Space Marine 2 now. The Heck Marine's out. Or have you played Hemorrhoid Hunters? I don't think I've played that. Is this Dark Tide? Totally, bruh. This is definitely Dark Tide. Can't you tell? We're in third person. Power Axe Bulwark's a total vibe. Power Axe is just a vibe in this game.
Magos, we have a Trigon complication.
I'm really looking forward to Adepticon right now. That's what I want. I want to see the reveal show there. I'm also curious to see what Warhammer Skulls is going to give. You know, I've seen a lot of people talk about, like, is Year 3 coming for Space Marine 2? Jeff and I did a video on this. Year 3 is, like, definitely coming. I think it's insane to think it's not. I don't know what... If Year 2 came after how abysmal Year 1 was, I don't know why we'd ever think that, like, Year 2 would not get a year, or we wouldn't get a Year 3. I've seen some people say that, like, oh, the content's getting slower. It's like, there's not a single update in Year 2 that was worse than Year 1. In fact, they've all been better. Like, I think, do we all agree that, like, Reclamation, that the Reclamation update, Patch 11, Patch 10 especially, and Patch 12, are all better than the patches we had in Year 1? Like, what was the best patch in Year 1? Probably Prestige Perk update. Are you going to stream Adepticon? I'm going to stream the release show. Froggy and Pancreas and Mr. Bones all went there. They invited me, but I am eternally locked in the Space Marine 2 and Dark Tide, so I can't go. That's just my curse. But I will be streaming it for them. Or I'll be streaming it for Froggy. She asked me to get some notes for it. Horde mode was a good update. Yeah, Siege mode was pretty good. I still think the Prestige Perk update was better, because Prestige Perk gave us, like, we got a bunch of new weapons on the other classes, we got some other stuff. I'm pretty sure the Siege mode update will be better in this summer. I really hope it's not, like, a half-ass attempt at the Siege mode update. It probably will be. It'll probably be, like, a bunch of hyper-casual things, where, like, oh, here's the stuff, but I think as long as Siege mode is a timer, I think the mode will always be anti-casual, because it will never like it. They just don't like DPS races. Unlike vegetable.
I must drag you back into the night.
Hey, nice job, Slick Brick. Ow. Didn't even want that, just send me into them automatically. I've had to use like 5 of these stims here. That's how you kill an arrow throw, by the way. Just annihilate them. Prejudice.
Toxins befoul my bloodstream. Plotting Motherboard. This infestation has persisted for too long.
Oh my gosh! I lost 4 mines. That was real fear. Dude, that was like... That was Divine Retribution I just watched. Good afternoon, sir. What's up? Hell yeah, I'll tune the Adepticon stream. Hell yeah, dude. They're doing a big reveal show for it. They're going to be streaming it, and you can just like restream it yourself. So, FTG is technically the worst class in Siege mode. The worst class in Siege mode. Yeah, he probably is. Maybe not in terms of damage, but like everything about Siege mode for Tech Marines is like the opposite of what he wants. He has terrible ammo economy. Like he needs like ammo boxes and things like this on like mission drip feeds. That's how he's built and designed. He can't even use one of his entire class mechanics yet because they haven't updated the Siege mode shop at all. And what else? Oh, he's squishy as fuck. So like as the modifiers get harder and harder in Siege, he will just get one shot viciously. He has all the issues. He also doesn't have a class ability that's remotely as good as like tactical.
We shall seek out a power cell at once.
Do you think the heroic bolt pistol is worth using after the patch 13% buff? Yeah, I mean, I always thought it was worth using. It's definitely starting to fall off a bit. I heard the buff's not working properly though. I'm not sure that is. I'm testing it myself. Holy unholy green juice for... Whoa, 90 seconds for the cloak now? Yes.
Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted after the might grows, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
We got rid of the boss already, so it should be a pretty easy defeat.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with our facilities network. Matrium will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would
They don't call it
deem this
posthumous
mission a
proliferation for nothing,
failure.
because it does kind of just cook your ass with like 17 bajillion spore mines. I sometimes wish that the lobby of Space Marine 2 is kind of like Dark Tide, where you see all the characters roaming around and see their homebrews and shit. That'd be more important in this game than Dark Tide, because in Dark Tide, the Morning Star was kind of a miss, in my opinion. I would like to go back to doing Havoc 40. You know, Dark Tide is actually my preferred game over Space Marine 2 in terms of gameplay, but Space Marine 2 is my favorite in terms of 40k.
Success.
I've been a Tide fan for a very long time.
Return to Matrium's containment unit.
I was curious before I go to myself, how does the weekly exactly work? Shouldn't every enemy spawns 4 skulls? And who is holding the cursed relic? How does that work? I have a whole video on that if you're curious. It's posted on my channel. I have a whole video on that. It's also a pinned comment. I'll probably give it more, but TLDR is one guy randomly spawns the cursed relics, 4 spawn on Majors when they die, and above. 4 Chaos Skulls, depending on like what faction they're from. But as far as the heroic bolt pistol is concerned, it's good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but it's definitely better. But I heard the gunstrike damage buff is not properly working on it right now. The problem with Dark Tide is no Space Marines. Obviously, it's going to be a problem for most of the fan base, given the stats of what faction people prefer. I mean, you have Guardsmen. Astral Militar are also very popular. You know, Dark Tide was originally supposed to be an Astral Militar game.
Focus on that monstrosity.
What the new update include? I have a whole video on that, if you're curious. Not the plug endlessly, but it's much easier than me repeating myself 17 times. Also like the first 2 videos on my channel. Most recently posted ones.
Warspec scan confirms this is the correct vector.
Is the block power fist the best melee weapon in the game? It's either that or balanced. They're both very strong for different reasons. There are upsides and downsides. In siege mode, balanced fist is better because of cleave, but you don't need that for operations and hard strats as much. Alright, we'll check it out. Thanks. No problem, Esther. Incredible time in the official Discord watching everyone complain they didn't hotfix in all the customization for Tech Marine. Dude, these people are like fucking insane sometimes, I swear to God. Like, Space Marine 2's player base, I think some of them just genuinely do not understand how games are made in any way, shape, or form. They have like ridiculous ass. Like, are we gonna have a swoop bike in this game? Yeah, dude. We're gonna have a proper jet bike from for the White Scar. I've seen that shit suggested, dude. Some of the suggestions for this game are like straight brain rot. Like, I know we only got 1 new class in a year, but will you guys add in an entirely new faction off rip, even though we don't even have completely finished factions in this game yet? And we still have missing units for all of them? So goofy. About another one? I don't think I've ever seen him do 3. I'm sure I have, but I haven't seen him do something like that.
I hate these rats and vermin, but killing them is gratifying.
That's a free weekly. See you, Slick Rick. I told ya. Easy peasy, brother. We promised. Spore Mines over the Trigon. Yeah, Trigon's kind of a bum, ain't he? By comparison, anyways. And this mission was easier than expected. I didn't know it refreshed. Couldn't do the last one then, I guess. Oh yeah, the double boss one. That makes sense why that one was hard for you. Yeah, the one with double terminus. That one's brutal. That was one of the hardest ones we've had. It was a brutal patch. Kill the bug. We did that, man. It's interesting to note that according to the consensus of most played... Hold on. Since the most played fact, my game just crashed. Awesome. Okay, but well, at least we got it. New hotfix, new crashes. Love to see it. It's interesting to note that according to the consensus of the most played factions per games at tabletop, Astra Militarum ranks number 11 behind Space Marines at rank 1. Far behind Space Marines at rank 1, Tyrants at rank 3, and Necrons at rank 4. I mean, it's not surprising, but like as far as Imperium factions, Guardsmen are still very popular. I mean, to be fair, most people like 40k don't even play the fucking tabletop, for being honest. A lot of them just like are just lore nerds and like to paint occasionally. Or just play the games. Thanks for the carry, FTG. Now you helped out a ton, Silver King. You brought the Auspex. Big W. Base fleet engagements when? Total War 40k. Those are coming in that game. Confirmed. Okay. Well, that was super fun. Super fun crashed. Love to see it. Guard also costs a house down payment to try and play a game of 2,000 points. I've also heard that. That may or may not be true. Total War 40k will be the cheaper way to play tabletop. Total War 40k is going to do numbers for 40k as a franchise. We'll see what they do with Space Marine 3 for like a year 3 or something. God. Okay. What are next? One squad of 10 Cadians costs $60. That's 65 points. Guard are absurd to try to get into. Yeah. $60. God damn. Alright, we'll do one more weekly. And I'm gonna play a solo, and then we go back to more weeklies. I might play some more Darktide later. We'll see. Drops are still active for that game, and I do have a super access. The premium Fat Shark membership access. Though I'm not a huge fan of the new Expeditions mode. It's okay. It's very casual. I understand why they're adding more casual modes to Space Marine 2. Not Space Marine 2, Darktide, but... I don't know. I feel like that game peaked with Havoc for me. Havoc 40 is really fun. Probably didn't peak, I should say. Orcs are actually pretty fun, I guess, now. Orc, Aric. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm saying. We're gonna play a fucking balanced fist this time because we're gonna be that guy. We're just gonna punch shit. All right, Bob Flanagan. We got Bob Flanagan and Osborne. I'm sick, so now I have nothing better to do than watch FTG. You and me both, brother. I'm also pretty sick today, though it's not because I don't think I'm actually like ill. I think I just got completely shit on by a lack of sleep. Expedition just makes you wish it was Chaos Ways. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Warhammer 40k Battle Sector does a decent job of emulating tabletop, though. You know what other game tried to? Actually, does not even close. Tacticus. It's like the most popular 40k game, which is crazy to me. As someone who hasn't played or seen gameplay of Darktide but has 1,500 hours of Space Marine 2, would it be worth the play? Darktide's a better game. Whether or not, depends what you play Space Marine 2 for. If you play Space Marine 2 for like dress-up simulator, it's better for that. Just straight up.
Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation.
Nurgle sends his regards.
As close as I can get to the Longinus Gamma facility.
You love Nurgle. Wait, did I say that out loud? Played Expeditions yesterday. It's okay. Should have more exclusive rewards. Yeah. It's just Helldivers 2 and Darktide.
Take heed, Meridian. Trigon target acquisition.
Now I'm curious, guys. Do you think the Seal Legion's dead?
To keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter him from attacking. Trigon could be
Actually, just for reference of Pingo, what region are you from? I am in Freedom Country. I'm American. Actually, I mean, I'm Canadian, totally. Not from the US, dude. If you like Space Barbie, then you probably won't like Darktide as much, because Darktide's customization for your character's looks is not only like very cash locked to the cash shop, it's also just shitty by comparison. I just fucking body slam, yeah. You're in EU, so 150-ish if you join. I mean, it's not too bad. Hayes is in the big old pond across the pond, and he still gets like 100 ping. I mean, like, it is kind of shitty when we play with each other for that reason. If we have like 100 ping, but it's not too bad. And the EU's not too far from that. Gambit's also on like West Coast, so like when they play with me, it's just how it do be. Kill the bug. Model-wise, they're dead. Lore-wise, they'll pop up still. I got a kill team for them. Never know. Might get like a combat patrol box. Little combat patrol thingy. Not kill team, combat patrol. I might check out some 11th edition at some point, but we'll see. What's up, Chapter Master of Long Streets? Up with Horde Vegeta. Yeah, my very long 3-minute stream yesterday, where I got on and just said I'm tired and went to bed. That's the Mastery's peak. Catacans are probably next for a refresh, but I still think Steel Legion will come back someday in like 13th edition. I mean, I imagine they will. They're pretty popular, or they're popular among 40k fans, or especially the ones that are coming in. I mean, I bought the Super Ultra Sucker Darktide Steel Legion skin. I love that shit.
incidental to our objective. Utilize the lift to reroute.
Excuse me, I had my shield up. I must have dropped it for a second on accident.
The lift is within our sights.
You bought the Krieg one? I also bought that one. I have pretty much every guardsman outfit I'd reasonably want in that game. We spared no expense. Can Power Fist have no regs? What do you mean? Guardsman buys guardsman, I know. Shocking today. Daring today, aren't we? Am I shocky that first for guardsman likes guardsman? Yeah, but if you consider we did have 80 more Ultramarine minis and 6 more Cal Guards for a number of other guard regiments exist, that's true. What would we ever do without our 75th Calgar? You know, it's one of those things where they sell well, so they keep making them. Actually a pretty good blood rate with this outfit Bob Flanagan's got. Ow, oh my god. The last time I ever drip checked in my whole life. You dare look at your brother's drip? Eat these 50 spore mines in your mouth.
The lift has arrived.
Now to the lift. Fly the banners of the angelic host.
Calgar will be replaced by Chapter Master Titus next year? Probably. We will probably get a Chapter Master Titus at some point here.
Ignoel Mitrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility.
I'm sure it's coming.
Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend.
Titus, the new Primarch.
Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence.
Lord Vegeta of the 10th stream watch streak. Yeah, I may have ruined everybody's watch streaks, by the way, when I had to fix something one time. I deeply apologize, Chad. This modifier is so tough. It's not even that hard, it's just toxic.
It is clearly malfunctioning.
What's new? Sniper Cloak got a base cooldown buff or decrease. It feels much stronger now. And on top of that, Vanguard got some shitty perk buffs. They're still bad. They're slightly better now. The bad perks are ever so slightly better. What was once shit is now only stinky. I can't wait to play some RE9 at some point. Once Dark Tide and Space Marine 2 are fucking dead, I will play 100% just dead until next patch. I will play some RE9. I'll be doing Leon one-liners all day. Dead by Daylight? Never intended to stay that long anyways. Five Nights at Freddy? All I need is one. Got a whole list. Five Nights at Freddy's, not Freddy. Calgar is cool and all, but Chapter Master tries to be sick in my opinion. I don't want Calgar to die. Well, Calgar is probably going to die in Space Marine 3, or maybe they'll kill him in the middle of Total War 40k, because he's in that game too. He's one of the legendary lords. How did you manage to beat the last week's hard stratagem? I mean, you can watch. There's much live stream footage of that. I just took a power fist. I made a video on it. I took a gigantic power fist and beat the shit out of them. One does. I complained to someone that there were no shooters set in 40k without Imperium player characters, so they told me about Warhammer 40k Fire Warriors. I've played that a little today now. I don't think there will ever be a big Xenos game for 40k, and the reason is Xenos fans are like probably 10, like they're probably 10 to 1 for Imperium versus Xenos fans, if not more. The unfortunate reality of 40k is that 99% of what is popular is Imperium related. And all Xenos are there to like gas up Imperium lore. I think a Tau sniper game would be fun. Like, I'm sure we'll get Xenos games, but like we're never gonna get a major AAA release for a Xenos game. The closest you're gonna get is Total War 40k with all the factions. Like that will probably be the ultimate Xenos faction game forever. Wow, wait, there's a Guardian relic spot over here? Oh, this is the same Fight Wrath, okay. I'm gonna say. As a Necron superfan, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, Necrons get to be are probably the coolest. Tyranids too. RE9's game of the year. That's what I've been told. Let's use the balance hammer with assault. Yes, the balance hammer is also very strong right now. Orcs got a racing game. Yeah, dude. But you know what else got a racing game? Sonic Riders. There's an albatross in that one. You guys ever played Sonic Riders? The hit game? The hit Sonic racing game? Where instead of running, they use, like, floating boards for some reason. Ever played Sonic Boom? No. Have you ever played, Kirby... What do they call it? Kirby Star Riders? Anybody ever fucked with that game? That's a new hard strategy. It's not too bad. You want a Mario Party style game with the orcs? You know, maybe one day they'll do that. Brothers, what's up, chronically? You were totally right, though. The Imperium Marines, in particular, are the most popular faction in 40k. Yeah, man. I heard some guy tell me the other day, he's like, I'm not even a fan of 40k. I just like Space Marines. Like, that makes no sense to me. Because I feel like Space Marines are, like, lame as fuck if you don't know anything about 40k lore. But, like, they're just giant colored guys in, like, chunky armor. Basically like Power Rangers. 40k looks like, when I didn't know anything about 40k, I saw Space Marines and I was like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Needs context, I feel. Ow.
That I must drag you back into the light.
Oh, oh. Die. Get punched. You say that, I thought they were badass when you first laid eyes on a Space Marine. Well, I mean, I'm sure, you know, we're different people, we have different opinions. I thought they were lame. I still think 40k mechs look stupid as fuck. Not all of them, but like, I do not care at all about, like, I like the tanks. I like the big goofy World War II, World War I tank looking guys, but I hate the mechs they have. I think Titans look dumb as fuck. Wow, so spore mines on top of spore mines. Dinner is served, and guess what? It's all fungus. Hey, FTG, what do you think about a Tempesta Scion-oriented game? That would be cool. Tempesta Scions, for those of you who are unaware, they're like the special forces of the Astra Militarum. They're like Task Force 141 for the Astra Militarum. Well, not really. A lot of them are actually taken from like noble families and like trained up. But they have cool armor. They usually get Carapace armor, where like normal guys only get flak. They get better weaponry like plasma, stuff like that. Nick is crying in the corner about Grey Knights hate. I like Grey Knights. I just wish they had more cool stuff to do in the series.
Punched into a
An early stream, let's go. What's up, Inquisitor?
What
Yeah, I'll probably stream for a couple hours here, and then I'm gonna take a nap, and I'm gonna come back because my sleep has got awful today.
I pose no threat to Galio or the Imperium, even if I should fall.
Disconnect her synaptic tethers from the facility command terminals. Stand firm.
Oops,
I
that's the wrong
expect her
button.
to route Xenos to assault your locus.
Is Dr. Doom in the Stardies now? Always has been. Always has been.
Changing magazine. We are allies. We are allies.
Dr. Doom joined the Deathwing, damn.
Closer to seizing the
Not Dr. Doom.
The next console awaits. Restore the generator with a power cell to complete our mission. Who has eyes on a power cell?
For shits and giggles, you plan to play Space Marine 1 for a stream in the future? I probably could. I also want to play Space Hulk Deathwing. I have a lot of games I want to play for 40k. Chaos Gate Demon Hunters even.
Converged with renegade factors and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and
I'm actually shocked how many of you watch me play other games. I do keep it within 40k generally, but still.
leniency can be granted after the might.
Ow.
Redundant functionary. Your Astarte shall die here.
Chaos Gate is tough. I played it a bit. I also love XCOM though. We have like 1,000 hours in that game. I know some of you guys brought up Xenonauts the other day. It's also a great series. Goddamn Thunderhammer Bulwark low-key sucks. It is definitely his worst pick, Kev. Did you play the tabletop for 40k? I've played it a bit. I haven't played like 11th, like 10th or the 11th stuff like that yet. But actually, I played a little bit of 10th and tabletop simulator. But like as far as the last edition I played was probably like fuck, dude. I don't even know. I was never super into the tabletop. I like painting for the minis. I liked, collecting stuff like that. But as far as like tabletop gameplay went, I always preferred playing Magic. Like Commander. When I was in high school, Commander was just starting to take off Magic. Because before that, there was a time period where Commander wasn't even an official format for Magic the Gathering, and that's when I started playing both the tabletop games. That is fine. It's way too safe. It needs to add a few more rules and fix the terrain rules. I'm hopeful for 11 to address those problems. I feel like 40k as a tabletop game, it can be really immersive. If you guys if you have really cool environments, if you all have like really cool painted models, because like some people go above and beyond for their gaming experience. I would never take it like seriously as a tournament game. But it's like a little fun thing to do with friends, definitely. That's not to say you shouldn't take it seriously as a tournament game. As a tournament game, I just wouldn't personally play Fortnite. I don't think I will, Virgil. How could Virgil tell me to play Fortnite?
Fresh munitions.
This is the last week of your weekly you're doing today. Today, probably not. This stream, maybe. I'll probably be back on again later, whenever I get off. What's up, FTG? Hope you're a good brother. In your opinion, what do you think the Vanguard needs to be upper A tier? First of all, functional melee perks. Be a step. Be a good step. Because right now, a lot of his perks are bugged. I have no intention to play the tabletop. I like to buy and paint the minifigures. The thing about playing tabletop games is like I feel like tabletop is just such an a straight up niche gameplay. And I would say in the case of card games like Magic or Pokemon, you can play those online pretty easily in like a spell table format thing. Blow Guardsman, can you make an SMG carbine build for sniper? Way ahead of you. Already have them ready.
Not even this interminable storm dampens our
Hey, what do you think about the Vanguard sniper buff? Seems really mid to me. Sniper 1 is godly. Vanguard 1 is whatever, dude. It's like, oh look, his 2 worst perks are still banned. It's crazy. They're just slightly less worse. Slightly less awful, not less worse. Is that even a is that English? Yeah, heavy bolt rifle built for heavy in the oven. I already have one out. I have multiple out actually. I have one for PTS and the recent patch. I know it might be hard to see because I upload so much sometimes for builds, but I've covered, I'd say 70 to 60, 70% of the weapons this patch already. This is a pretty solved game though, so like most of the builds have not changed. If you go to patch 11, I'm pretty sure every single Vanguard build is exactly the same. Outside of the Marksman Carbine buff they did. Like Space Marine 2 doesn't really have new builds outside of Tech Marine. Had some gimmicky builds though.
Ammunition cache here. Watch your fire, brother.
We're getting a new Bitrix guard helmet. Yeah, I did. It's funny because they said they had no plans for that before, but World War Bitrix guard.
Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays. Meridian, form up and dig in for a fight. Aim for the cracks in its chitinous armor.
Actually, hit him. I'm gonna ore him. Now. Any tips for making chicken thighs in air fryer not rubbery? Let's see. Not rubbery. I don't think I've ever had air fried chicken rubbery. You're probably putting it in for too long. You probably use too hot of a temperature first of all. Have you tried moisturizing them at all before you go in? No, like I saw a really dumb video once of me like their chicken, washing their actual chicken, not like a live chicken, like a chicken piece of meat, you know, chicken breast. You feel me? Also, I'm afraid, brother, that like some chicken is just doomed to be rubbery. FG air fryer build guide coming soon. Yeah, I'll give you the best models for the air fryer and you think I made like an entire channel dedicated to like kitchen utensils of like anybody who's like, I could just pretend, I just probably just make shit up. I feel like there's enough soccer moms that'd be, not soccer moms, there'd be like enough moms who watch Oprah that'd be like, wow, like listen, if the stupid shit I see on like CBC television can get sales, surely I can make up an air fryer advertisement. Make and bang, right? That's called the home shopping network. That's what I'm saying. Just like make shit up about an air fryer. FTG, which appliance do you think needs a buff or a rework? I think gas stoves, I need a buff. Maybe like a little bit of a rework. Like I'm sure we could be like a little more efficient with those. Electric appliances, I think they are like, they're mid-tier. They're pretty good, but like, you know, they take too long to heat up. There's gotta be a middle ground. They should definitely buff. Air fryer patch notes. Yeah. FTG, how can I prevent my apartment from burning down? Make sure that you have a up-to-code fire safety thing. Any minute maxing cooking tips? Only cook in the microwave with minute rice if you want to eat rice. Never put it in a rice cooker. It takes too long. Pay the extra $1. FTG, how can I get her back? Hit her with a "How are you doing?" text at 2 a.m. Any other questions? Do a ranking video. I still have a snack food tier list that I was doing a while back. How do I make the sadness go away? Have you tried playing Animal Crossing or Minecraft? That would be step 1. I would say a combination of Minecraft plus Prozac will probably help you out. FTG, which antidepressants should I take for my depression? Neither. Take cocaine. Why do hot dogs come in packs of 8, but hot dog buns come in packs of 6? So you can give 2 hot dogs to, like, your dog while you're cooking them. Next question. Should I buy a Nintendo Switch? No, you should wait for the Switch 2. FTG, I'm about to play Blood Angels. Blood Angel Eyes. Any tips? Make sure they're red for, like, Death Company. And make sure they're green for, like, the Liberators and Sergeants and stuff like that. Guardsman Lifestyle channel starting soon. Hello, Guardsman. Welcome to the Guardsman Lifestyle. What do? We play 4,000 hours of Space Marine 2. Next question. STG, what's the meaning of life? You play Space Marine 2. Next question. Should I get an 1/8 of Coke or a 1/4 of Coke? Should you get a double 1/4 pounder of cheese of Coke? Vortex, I think the $5 super chat. Who's the better character from DMC? Dante or Virgil? Dante. Next question. Thank you for the super chat. Jackpot. But I would say Virgil's the most motivated. FTG, where are the Terminators in SM2? They're nowhere to be found because Terminators are like usually they're a very, very separate thing from like normal Astartes. Especially for Primaris. Like for a long time there weren't even Primaris Terminators at all. They're official. They are officially here now, but FTG, are the Minotaurs cringe? It depends if you like the Inquisition or not. FTG, how do I play Space Marine 2? I got a lot of guides for that. Check out the channel. Hi, first tour gay man. Can you stop the brain rot, please? Thank you. Now back to the game. No, I can't. I'm sorry. That's unfortunately a fundamental part of all streams. FTG, are you motivated? Always. The meaning of life is 42. That's a good reference from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, we're gonna play a White Scar Sniper next. The SMG. Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb, Dr. Pepper, but they both lose to Coca-Cola. FTG, how do I get the demons out of my head? A bolter. Okay, we're gonna use the Inferno map here. A little bit of Inferno gaming. FTG, can we get Death Spectres for 1 run? Yeah. Can't spell White Scars without W. That's true. A great point. Because I've officially allowed brain rot in this chat, and now all things are ruined here. Wonderful. What's your least played class? Might be heavy. My least played class is probably Vanguard. Probably. Probably Vanguard sniper, and that's also funny because it's in line with like the overall.
Made our efforts over rocks.
Poor sidelines in this swamp.
Player base.
Readying next volley. Tyrannies have no vibrant tactics. I am a
Let's try this out. My camo point definitely comes back way faster now.
Camellia line cloak ready. After they sink and choke our rivers with their dead. Hostile pack up on the way. My numbers are no match for our trade.
Peak.
Free army.
I've recently gotten in pretty good shape. It's made me feel confident enough to whack off to more attractive anime women. That's a certainly a questionable W, brother, but I'm happy for you, question mark.
Precisely what
Besides Vanguard, what class you least enjoy? Probably Heavy right now, to be honest. I think Heavy might be the least enjoyable class in this game for me right now, because he's just so one-note. He's just shoot gun. Which, like, is fun the first... I guess it was fun the first 100 hours, but, he really needs a perk rework, because his tree is just so limited. And when I say limited, I mean there's just such an obviously good option, and such an obviously bad option in, like, every column.
our adversaries are keen to lose again. Frag grenade deployed. Camellia line cloak ready.
What sniper build is this perk-wise? This is an evasion sniper build.
Camellia line cloak active.
Artifacts. They did.
Watch out for Raven attack.
Man, look at that camo cloak recharge now.
Active camouflage charged. Unseen ice still quite hot. Alien fireball eliminated.
We'll do this.
It dug its own grave.
Alright, can I get rid of that guy?
Camellia line cloak ready. Eliminate Xeno. Camellia line engaged. This is one of them. Readying next volley.
Pew 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 pew. The Lictor's actually stalking all these guys. Oh, of course, the standing unblockable is my favorite.
Stealth ready. Warline spotted. The Lictor stood no chance.
That.
Fester and Roxas.
I'll get rid of the,
Active
I need the ammo for that guy, don't I?
Reloading. Emilio line engaged.
I'm in the pits right now. We did kind of like kill the boss without killing any of the ads, and now we get to sit in like a spore hell. I also let that Bioboard be out for like 50 minutes straight, which is really a choice. That's one of the coolest executes in the game.
Inserting fresh magazine.
What would you do to make heavy more interesting? Well, honestly, I'd probably just give him a combat knife. I think not having any melee loop in this game is pretty boring. Every other class has some kind of melee loop. Even the sniper is like one of the best melee classes in the game, effectively.
Readying next volley.
Sniper has more melee damage than Vanguard. It's kind of nuts. Love your build videos. Do you think Tech Marines should get access to sniper weapons? Probably not. That doesn't really make any sense for their codex and tabletop, and it's also just like, that's like Sniper's one identity, because he has one combat knife. Yes, to me, is one melee weapon with the combat knife, I mean.
Tyranids have no.
So you can take all his weapons away from him with the bolt sniper and stuff like that, he's kind of screwed. Granted, they would play a little bit differently, but still.
Rearming.
Good morning. What's up, final boss? What a unique choice that was. You have every class of Prestige 4, level 25, except for Vanguard Assault. Not a fan of either. Heavy is pretty fun, to be honest. Heavy is fun. Heavy just like, having no melee loop in this game to me, not super epic.
Fester and rot. Not a competition.
I was checking would have had access to servitors. Yeah, if you had access to servitors, so you had a proper minion build, that'd be pretty fucked up, to be honest, because servitors aren't exactly willing participants usually. That's half the fun, right? Half the fun of a minion build. I doubt the skeletons and a necromancer are willing participants either. The Tech Marine necromancer, yeah, pretty much.
Synaptic servant slaughtered.
Well, the Tech Marine had servo skulls. That'd be pretty neat.
All
He
you
did.
can carry. Reloading.
Are Torrential Sentries in Siege mode yet? No, they don't even come to Siege mode until like patch 15. With everything else, I'd imagine. Maybe they'll come out next patch for Siege mode. We'll see. But I doubt it.
Readying next.
They'll probably do that with the new Siege map.
Rendezvous on my mark. I have eyes on the guard camp. No sentries posted.
Let's just be happy the plasma weapons don't get hot, brew, and blow up in your hand. Yeah, there's some things you don't want to be lore accurate in this game, I feel. That's definitely one of them. Ooh, Sanctified Wrath. I think I'm gonna take that just so we can better one-shot a guy.
Required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see,
Whoops.
alive or
didn't hit the thing.
otherwise.
Let us hope that the Tyranids did not eat eliminated. Changing active camouflage charge.
Alright, so she's done bodies here. Although I don't figure those guys.
One of the soldiers around here probably has nothing spotted.
I'm just gonna do this. It's free. I think a double charge would almost one-shot these guys. Yeah.
And up with that comeback crowd. Reloading. No enemy reinforcements will interrupt us now. Fire on the gunners. One of the soldiers around here probably has the code. Meteor line cloak ready.
FOV slider on console yet? FOV slider's not coming to console. They have no plans for that. It must be a performance issue because there's no other reason they would skip over it, I feel. But this game also already runs like shit.
The soldier around here probably has the codes.
But Loyalist Plasma are well maintained? No. I mean, they are well maintained, but they still blow up in your hand sometimes. Do you use a wireless mouse? No, I use a wired mouse. I could not suffer a wireless mouse, man.
Our demolition codes.
A wireless. I used them before, but they're better for pro gamers, but I'm not a pro gamer, so I don't care for the hassle. This is where I actually really like the Power Gladius over the Argent Edge. So the Argent Edge here, your Skull Crushers don't come out remotely as fast because Power Gladius is 7 speed versus the 3+ of an Argent Edge. So your Horde clear is actually quite good on this weapon, by comparison.
Active camouflage charge. Amelia line active. Inserting fresh magazine. Amelia line ready. One of the soldiers around here probably has the codes. Changing magazine. They shall not see me. One of the soldiers around here probably has the codes.
This year I changed to wireless mouse and I can't get back to wired. So much lighter, no hassle with the wire, and I'm a casual gamer. I used them before, I just can't be bothered to charge. I play really long sessions, as you probably know. So
Active camouflage charge.
you've been here for some of them.
Tyranids have no mind.
And having to like charge up a wireless, just like it's just fucking annoying. It's just obnoxious.
Demolition codes here. Captain, codes retrieved.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
As a Souls player, when getting into 40k, I stopped Archangels and never looked back. Oh, this is perfect.
Striking down with haste. Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead. Alien firebomb. Emilio line troops ready.
Cool. Oh damn. Is that one saved? Wait, that. I forgot. We'll pull that guy up. Praise be to Space King. Have you heard about the financial state of the galaxy?
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
Imagine if Space King was like officially licensed by Games Workshop. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be a real hoot of a series? It already is a hoot of a series, but... I've never had an issue with sub 2.25 pound wire connected to my mouse and charging such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I mean, for like pro gamers or like pro shooters, when they're playing shooting games a lot, it is, or like pro FPS players, it does make a difference to have any type of traction on your mouse like that on a wire. But for us humble 40k SM2 fans, it does not fucking matter, like, at all. At least not for anything I'm doing, or I'm interested in doing.
Inserting fresh magazine. Emilio line engaged. Active camouflage charge.
As a Souls player, when getting into 40k, I saw Dark Ages look back, and my Primarch's base. I mean, the Lion, first of all, having a Primarch that actually is still around is a pretty big reason to like a chapter, I feel. I mean, it's just me. But the Lion and Gilliman are back, so that's pretty big. Most of them can't say that. Most of the Primarchs are still missing. Word on the street is Vulcan and Lehman Russ are gonna come. Ant-Man thinks the Khan is coming. Alright, well, that was not really what I wanted, but whatever.
There is a leak sniffing around. Buckled terrain. Ravener activity. Emilio. Unseen, I stoke my target. Ravener destroyed. Atlas eyes up. Xenos descending. Their numbers are no match for ours. Active camouflage charge.
We got kind of kill this lecture, please. Got robbed. One day they'll let you unbind the parry key from the or the rebind your parry key from like the grab key from the Minotaur Seeds. And then your hipfire too, among other things.
Stealth ready. Victor could not vanish from my eyes.
Yeah, I definitely want both of my Norse there. A one-handed Dorn inbound. Yeah, for a while he was like straight up dead. No longer. I think Games Workshop will bring back literally every Primarch at some point. I think they'll even bring back Sanguinius eventually. Listen, if they ever need money, they're just gonna print out a Sanguinius miniature. That shit will sell. FTG, what is your Primarch coming back? Oh, he's coming. Sanguinius is so cool that he died before Games Workshop could ruin him. That's how cool he is. They do all be pissed. Wouldn't we all?
Furnace pattern melter charge. Impressive.
Game name, this is Space Marine 2.
Emilio line cloak ready. Time to get to work, machine.
Rites of activation have been observed. The generators hum in the machine god's name.
Combat Curse coming back, no shot. When I say Primarchs, I mean like Loyalists, not necessarily, yeah, all the missing Loyalists, I should say. Not the ones that are like incredibly fucking dead.
Hostiles heading to generator 3.
Generator 3 is discharging a regular current. Eliminates these unholy fluctuations. X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will.
Does that mean it is close to finished? I think not.
So it seems like they buffed up the Power Gladius last patch to not only not be wasted on the execute anymore, it also isn't waste on the initial hit. So like if you swing and hit nothing, I don't think it actually uses it at all anymore. That's far better than block. Block will be used no matter what. There's a theory that Dorn will get the Emperor's Lightning Claws to replace his hand. I mean, dude, Dorn with the Lightning Claw would go hard. Imagine, you know, you're fighting the most powerful Psyker ever, and he just pulls out a normal-ass Lightning Claw to kill you. Well, not a normal one, but like a giant Lightning Claw to kill you instead of just popping your brain.
Generator still under attack.
The Emperor, I mean.
Inserting fresh magazine. Four lines. I have eyes on the fire.
Axis aligned. Not all bearings in consequences. Blessed be the Omnissiah's divine precision.
I should have this.
Okay,
thing
okay. Oh,
Generator 2.
the ping pong. I just like knocked me over. That's definitely not what I wanted there, but okay. A slight fumble, a slight fumble.
Instability detected in generator 2. Operator requested.
Do you have any advice on what melee/combos to use with melee weapons? Is it different per type? I'll be making videos on that.
Emilio line cloak ready.
Probably after today, actually. There are quite a few things I meant to make that I didn't get around to for patch 12, but they will all be done eventually.
They are really swarming that generator.
Oh dear.
Reloading.
No, they're body blocking me, you fucks.
Come on, thank the Emperor. It is done.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Cryptonian fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
Casinos love crawling beneath us.
Oh shit.
The ravenous appetite. Emilio line engaged.
He died so hard that he just didn't even know what happened. That's an anime death right there.
Objective on the other side. Active camouflage charge. Synergies have no mind for tactics. Readying next volley.
Up under a rock, had sniper get buffed. Read the patch notes, brother. Or watch my video reading the patch notes if you don't want to read. But they gave him a 90. They lowered the base cooldown of his sniper perk.
Reloading. Their numbers are no match for our training.
All right.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can. There is one thing I know, Lieutenant. It is how to pin down enemy. I will hold you.
Wow. All right. That's gotta be the most annoying bug in this game. Well, it's definitely not. It's up there though. Getting your gun strike, or I should say, getting your aim ripped from you to gun strike can 100% get you killed in this game.
So it's broken. Strike it down with haste. Second wave heading toward us. They got it. Xenos rampage imminent. Changing magazine.
And what I say to that, I say this elevator looks mighty button-like. Mighty valuable.
Active camouflage charged. As Xenos stealth breeze tries to ambush us. Spore line spotted. No wrong way to kill a HOTFIX. Rearming. They shall not see.
Oh wow, that's tragic, dude.
Slims functioning.
What is this shit, dude? All right, I'm just not. Excuse me. I really wish I had melt-a-bomb.
Xenos viscera is everywhere.
That little melt-a-bomb would do a lot of good right now.
Inserting fresh magazine. Active camouflage charged. I am a phantom of death.
Oh, that did less damage than I expected.
Changing magazine.
Please be.
Could not miss if I
That's actually really good.
Not that it would make a
I'll take it.
stealth. I've seen my stuff.
No, we're just gonna go down here. If we can get a double hit on him, we'll actually be okay.
Alien fireball. Buckled terrain. Ravener activity. Ending the Ravener's ravenous appetite. Chameleon line cloak activated.
Why are you even swinging me? There's nothing there. That's fucking bullshit. Alright. I guess we'll use that. You know,
Tyrannies have no mind for
yeah, I've never fought a HOTFIX down here, so like, there's a first time for everything, you know?
Chameleon line cloak ready. Tyranny Titan terminated. Synaptic server. Active camouflage charge. Inserting fresh magazine.
Gross.
We are in position and have eyes on the target, Captain.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
They're on to us.
Time to start picking them off.
I thought that would kill him.
Reloading.
What sniper are we using? This is Power Gladius.
Munitions here.
Other than a sus Carnifex fight, what are you gonna do? Sometimes just the way the cookie crumbles, you know? When you're that low and you have no armor, you're either gonna like guaranteed find an armor boost in a box or a stim, and we got the most OP stim, so beautiful for us. Those restorative stims. I'm surprised that those haven't been nerfed. 'Cause they're pretty nuts.
I am a phantom of death.
Chameleon line cloak ready. Readying next volley.
Basically a bulwark banner, yeah.
They shall not.
I'm surprised they haven't nerfed them. They've been like god tier since the PTS, which usually they nerf stuff from the PTS. It's that good. They didn't this time.
Their numbers are no match for our troops. Reloading. Active camouflage charge.
This melee sniper, yes. Yes, it is. Melee evasion sniper. It's actually pretty good for Carnifexes. Maybe not when you get like body blocked in an elevator at 2 HP and ping pong, but generally pretty good.
Line of alien vermin swarms this way. Tyrannies coming from the refinery. Take all you can carry.
I am a phantom of death.
Dude, I have it all clump up to guard him. You cheeky little rascals.
Tyranids on the approach.
Winnow them down.
Why always solo? Because I have like literally no friends, dude. Isn't obvious?
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
We're desperate out here. Chat's all I have. I had to change directions at the heavy swing. Mine canceled if I change direction to WASD. I mean, you just aim your camera. Or at least you try to. Sometimes it will auto-target no matter what.
Almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Stealth ready. Meteor line engaged.
So our Horde clear is definitely better than a Argent Edge would be. Not quite as good as a Pattern of... This is where I like the Inferno Pistol, to be honest. Because the Inferno Pistol is one-shot these guys. Actually pretty decent Horde clear now. And ever since it got buffed, it's been pretty good.
They shall know.
I don't know where I was aiming with that.
Fester and rot. Active camouflage charge.
I am a phantom of death.
Dude, why are there so many fucking Hormigons? Get out of my way.
Meteor line cloak activated. Stealth ready.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards. We will stop their advance code.
Well, halt.
Alright, we'll detonate this. There were no Majoris in that pack, which made it very obnoxious to kill all those guys. You know, you kind of realize how annoying the Hormigons are when there's no Synapse first. Pretty nutty.
Trinity bioscience down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed.
Meteor line cloak ready.
Move to extract.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready.
Go, go. This place is falling apart.
Extraction complete. Returning to orbit.
Hey, we did it.
Commendable work, brothers. You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.
It's finally over, chat. Quite strenuous. A perfectly hybrid. 31,000, well not perfect, but pretty close to like 50-50 on the melee range. That's when you know it's a hybrid build. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.